And we back.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, shout out to my brother Joel the Unicorn, aka Joel Anthony. This is a song that me and him did. See, you didn't even know I was gonna play a song I did. See,
Good job.
you always told me to play my music.
Yeah. Is that you singing?
Yeah, I wish I could sing that good, but no.
That's Joel.
That's Joel.
Can we ride? Can we Wonder shit, huh?
Huh?
You like on like some Stevie Wonder shit or something like.
He a producer.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like on the keys, like on the harmonica like Stevie, but
Is he like Prince? Just multi-talented.
yeah. Hey, shout out to me right now. Shout out to me. Going on.
I just wanna vibe and kick it, slow it down tonight. Superman in these streets, see you my kryptonite.
Why you whispering on track?
I'm trying to get her drawers off.
You gotta make her laugh. Get the drawers off.
Nah.
No? You don't laugh the drawers off?
Whisper them off.
You whisper them off? Like the whisper song?
You the only one I'm pressing and I'm on you.
Hit him with the flesh, could you be by my side? When it's time to put in work, you know I'm down the ride.
So since it's your song, we can't get demonetized.
Nope.
Oh, that's cool. Why don't you just start recording songs for us to play at the beginning of our pod? Okay. Try it. Mousesack.
Shout out to the everybody out celebrating right now.
Why you gotta yell
It's the
so
4th of
loud?
July.
So now we gotta put this out.
It's the 4th of July.
So we're gonna put it out
And
today.
what are we doing on the 4th of July?
Podcasting.
We podding, we working.
Work.
We working hard. Shout out to everybody working on the 4th of July.
Thank you.
All the essential places that's staying open so we can get that last minute chicken box, that last minute chicken pack.
Let me tell you, I went and got in and out before I came over here.
That's insane. Shout out to the in-and-out workers.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate everybody working right now on the 4th of July before the fireworks get to popping. Shout out to everybody with the firework plugs. Shout out to the uncles with the open toes channels right now on the grill going crazy. Shout out to the fathers on the grills.
What about the people who wear socks with sandals?
Shout out to the people in 100-degree weather wearing socks with sandals.
Because your feet so crusty.
Yeah, that's me. I dare to go swimming with my sandals if I could, honestly.
With your socks on?
Man, nigga, hey.
You can just get the wet shoes. You know the wet shoes they got?
Oh, I should, huh?
Yeah.
Righty, tighty, lefty. Oh, what's the other way? Hey, you seen that dude that was in the pool with his whole outfit on? Cuddy, the nigga had jeans, boxer drawers, socks, Jordans, like in the pool, just sitting in the pool chilling. Like wasn't swimming or nothing in the pool with a blunt. Shit's crazy. Shout out.
Yo, he was hella high.
Shout out to all the children out there, you know, about to experience a wonderful night of loud noises and sparkles and
That's our last
fireworks.
night in the Bay Area.
Shout out to who you shouting out today on this lovely 4th of July? 'Cause this got to go out now. We got to put this out this week.
July now, right?
The 4th of July right now.
Why don't you just go like color it and put it out as soon as we get done?
You know what? I'm going to my mama's house later. I can do that.
Yeah, just put it out.
I can do that.
You know what? We should have went live.
We should have. This is the first time we recorded it during the daytime in a long time.
Yeah, we could have went
We could
live.
have went live.
It's like it's still a little bit before the barbecue, so people might need something to do.
I would have to set up, and that's
No. I'm not saying we're gonna do it.
Oh
now.
yeah, okay. I'm about to say no.
Right now.
We're not doing that. What's good, YouTube listeners, subscribers, wherever you listen to? What's good with y'all? It's your boy Long Live Motion. I hear my cousin,
Oscar.
and this is another fabulous, wonderful July the 4th Independence Day episode of You Good Digital, and you know we want a little pop our little eye before we get to the barbecue and the firecrackers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to the essential workers that's out there.
Yeah.
You know, putting in work
I remember.
on a holiday.
Time and a half, double
Getting
time,
that time,
triple
right?
time.
I was about to say getting that time and a half, that double time. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. And
Yeah.
So what we doing? What we doing today, Cuddy? What we doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about everything except from affirmative action being canceled.
Oh, you trying to get straight into it? I was just asking how you personally. I know you was out. I know you was out of town for work. I was.
For work. Yeah, I mean, work's work. Like, I went I was actually out of town this weekend. I was in DC shooting an event called the Ho Hive.
That's crazy work. This nigga, freaky boy. Go ahead.
No, it's a burlesque show.
Oh, you told me about this. You told me you shot
it's
with it before. Yeah, okay.
It's a burlesque show
Yeah.
that may or may not have a play party after it. It has a play party after it. No, may or may it does.
Right. What's a play party for those who don't know? Because I don't know what a play party is.
It's essentially when you like at a dungeon.
And you just everybody fucking.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or there's a possibility of that. It just kind of depends on the party, right? Some parties have more activity than other parties, and it just kind of depends on who's there and everything. But yeah, the essentials is people be out there, they doing whatever they got to do to get their rocks off, whether that be electrocuted, whipped, spanked.
Wait. Electrocuted.
Yeah, you get like electro play where you put electricity on the body and it kind of tingles and stuff. It's nice.
Oh, you real life freaky boy.
I've experienced one or two things in my life.
Yo, you real life freaky boy.
I mean, is it really freaky?
What does that do? Like, you gotta explain to me what does getting electroshock. Like, what is?
It's just sensations, right? Sensations. It's just a sensation of electricity. You ever get like a little zap by a little static electricity by someone?
Yeah, but my dick never got hard afterwards.
So everything in the kink. Oh well, let me think about this.
Don't kink shame. We don't.
I'm not
we're not
kink
kink shaming.
I know. I'm just saying everything in the kink world is not about. In my opinion, it's not about just sexual intercourse, right?
It's about the experience.
An experience. It's about the feelings in some kink play leads to sex and penetration. Some kink play doesn't. Some people just get off just by doing that stuff. And
you know what's crazy?
What?
Because I be watching porn, and I saw a video. I don't know how I got this deep into. I don't know. I must have because you know if you watch porn, you got to go deep into. You be on page 28, 29,
Find something you
30.
like.
You got to get there.
Right.
You can't just take the first 2 to 5 pages. Like you got to get there if you watch porn a lot. So I was deep in my bag one night.
Right.
And I saw a motherfucker in like a Ziploc bag, like he was like in so it was like a trash bag over him, and the air was sucked out, and he was just like, he was just stuck, and then like his thing was out, and then the girl was just like doing whatever she do with the thing.
You seem like a lot just went through your head just right at that point. Like you just like,
because I was like, what the hell is going on? But when you start explaining the experience, I'm thinking like, for him, it's a full body experience.
it definitely is.
It was like he was all like wrapped up from the head to the toe, like mummified, and this thing was out of the hole, and she was just like like doing what she was doing. I would probably lose my fucking mind because I'm claustrophobic.
I think part of one piece of kink that I've like heard about is using it as a way to overcome fears or face something or like turning something that you're fearful of into something that you can enjoy. I mean, kink it's a very like I'm no expert by any means, right? So if you're listening to this, go do your own research, get a kink mentor or whatever, get a pro dom that you deal with to teach you.
Okay, so say if I'm bruh that's wrapped up in that trash bag, and all the air is sucked out. How like is there like a what's the word I'm looking for? A safe word?
Yeah, there a safe word, a safe action, a safe something to know like everything's okay. And a lot of times in situations like that, all that's been pre-negotiated.
So what if the bitch just don't like you, and she just leave your ass in there?
You
like
probably wouldn't get in a situation with someone that you don't like. Like to get that
you wouldn't
far.
know that. She be like, I'm about to put this nigga in this trash bag. He's about to be his last breath of fresh air.
Usually in the kink space, consent is a really big thing, and consent, negotiation,
right.
making sure that both people are on the same page. So
right.
to not like someone so much where you pretend like you're okay with them to get to a spot like that, that's some real devious stuff. And
There's
like,
evil people in this world.
look, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I just don't see.
In that world, as
Yeah, in that
okay.
world, I just
Right,
don't.
that's respectable. Shout out to all the kinky, freaky boys and freaky girls out there, because there's a lot of y'all.
Look,
A lot of y'all.
look.
I thought I was freaky until I started hearing your stories and the people you be around.
my stories are vanilla compared to the people I be
I know
around.
people you be around. That's why I said your stories, because it's me, and then you, and then the motherfuckers you be around. It's just like,
Yeah, they be a little much for me.
yeah.
I was talking to one of my ex girlfriends. I was like, you know what? I'm good with vanilla sex. Like all that other stuff.
What the hell is vanilla sex? Is that like white women sex?
No, it's like sex that doesn't involve any kink or like extra stuff.
You got lingos and terms and
It's like vanilla. It's like it's regular.
got
like-
you.
You know, you ain't suffocating nobody while you having sex.
I mean, I've suffocated a few girls doing have sex. You know, you choke them a little bit. You got to grab their necks.
No, I literally put my hand over a chick's mouth and plug her nose so she can't breathe at all. She's still alive.
I don't know if you're trolling.
I'm serious. I've done that. She asked me to do it to her. And I could tell by her body's physiological response that she was enjoying it.
All right, so what's today's topic? What are you talking about today? For he catch a case for an attempt murder.
Can't catch a case if they still alive.
You can't catch a case if she said do it. Yes, you can. Ask Michael Jackson's doctor. Anyways, so what we talking? What we talking?
I mean, so we got 3 things on the board, so it's gonna be
That's all right.
real light.
Well, it's a light day. It's the 4th of July, baby.
So, affirmative action.
Gunshots.
I don't think we have gunshots.
So we got all that shit. Ain't got no gunshots. I'm disappointed. Anyways, what we got on the board?
Want me to just read 3 topics out?
I mean, shit. Read whatever one you want to start with, Cuddy.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
How do you feel about that?
Affirmative. How do I feel about affirmative action?
It got canceled, right?
Let me see. Let's get the definition of affirmative action.
Okay.
Affirmative action in the United States consists of government-mandated, government-approved, and voluntary private programs granting special consideration to historically excluded groups, specifically racial minorities or women. The program tends to focus on access to education and employment. Let's see one example. Affirmative action includes training programs, outreach efforts, and other positive steps. These procedures should be incorporated into the company's written personnel policies. Employers with written affirmative action programs must implement them, keep them on file, and update them annually. Affirmative action started in September 24th, 1965. President Lyndon B. Johnson issued Executive Order 11246. Prohibiting employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, and national origin by these organizations receiving federal contracts and subcontracts. How do I feel about affirmative action? I feel like affirmative action was needed at a certain point in our world. At a certain point in our history, it was needed due to the fact that, segregation was very prominent in those times. What did it say?
64.
1964. Yeah, my mother was born in 1969. So I feel like with segregation and all that going on, and niggas got to go piss in another bathroom and drink from a different water fountain, that needed to be a thing in order to, I guess, integrate into society for people of different races, nationalities, and even women. I even say go as far as women. It gave, at that point, to me, this is all opinion based. It gave everybody a level playing field at that time. That time. Do I feel like affirmative action is needed now with in the information society, in the information world that we live in society?
The information age.
No. But I don't like what I did see. I don't like how other people of color, non-black people, are trying to denounce the very thing that they built themselves on,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they are also, I don't want to say racist, but prejudice against. Is that what I'm looking for? Prejudice.
Are you talking about other people of color?
Asians. Let's be real. Asians, Mexicans.
Well,
The other quote unquote people of color.
right. Well, it's funny that I was talking about this with a friend of mine, or a girlfriend, whatever. Um, she was like, Asians actually get hurt by affirmative action
How so?
because if you cap stuff because of race or a protected class, it's like, oh, well, we let this many people of protected class in, and now we're moving on. Whereas if there was no affirmative action, they could just run up the emissions.
Elaborate for me.
One, I don't really know how to elaborate for you.
Okay, that's fine. Fair enough.
But essentially what I'm saying is it's like
Or maybe not elaborate.
from what I'm understanding, more Asians would get admitted to certain schools if affirmative action wasn't holding spots for other people. Because like I think they consider India part of Asia. So
Indians are Asian.
right.
They're on the continent.
Right. So if you're saying, oh, we only have to let this amount of Asians in, you let 5 Indians in, 5 Asians in. So people from
I never thought of it like that.
well,
Thank you for bringing that to my point.
yeah, like so it's like, oh, okay, affirmative action, like, yeah, we let Asians in. But maybe you didn't let as many Japanese people who were qualified to get in because you just hit your affirmative action quota of like letting these 5 Indians and 5 Chinese people in.
Okay.
So
well,
that's how it hurts them, specifically Asians.
got it. See, that's why perspective is always needed. Cause
You knew Indians are on the Asian continent. And you're like,
I
they are
never
Asian.
correlated it as like
How it could hurt.
how it could hurt everybody. Okay, understood.
That's crazy, right?
It is crazy.
But yeah,
I don't, cause let's say this. I'm not with racism or being prejudiced to anybody.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I think affirmative for black people. Let's say for us,
Okay.
affirmative action could do 2 things. It can help us work harder to get those jobs instead of relying on that they need it. They need the token black
quota.
person, fill a quota,
Mm-hmm.
or we can go build ourselves. We can go build something for ourselves. That's how I look at it.
I think it's a twofold thing, right? I think you need both. Both has to happen. Because everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody don't want to work for themselves. Some people just want to have a job and have a peaceful life. But they're smart and qualified and may not get that opportunity.
Right.
Because of discrimination or whatever. I think it's a really tricky place because I think we're not as far along as most people think. We're not as evolved as
we had that conversation. We argued that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why the affirmative action thing is tricky, right? I think it is needed on one end, and on the other end, it does hurt some people. It's just like, I don't know, like
who does it hurt?
The Asians. Like we just discussed how it hurt Asians.
No, I know. I just want you to.
Yeah.
In podcast, we got listeners, so I want you to be precise on what you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it does. From my understanding, it can interfere or hurt Asians. I don't necessarily think it hurts black people per se.
Right. I don't think it does either.
But it's crazy. I just keep reminding myself, keep thinking, black people are only 13% of the U.S. population.
I don't know about that. I'm starting to think those numbers are skewed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like.
Have you been to Middle America?
I've been there. Like what? Nashville?
Anything in between the East Coast and the West Coast, that aren't large urban cities.
Got you.
There's a lot
Understood.
of
Understood,
America that
understood.
I think most black people are concentrated in large urban centers, right?
I think I think a lot of black people, like if you look at the map of the U.S., everybody's on the skirts, the outskirts,
Yeah.
and that could be due to the slave trade.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
when you come in on the boats, you're coming into the docks. So, like,
Right.
of course, like
You're in
California,
port cities,
Port
places
cities,
that
yeah.
are easy to get to.
Texas,
Right.
Louisiana, Georgia. Let's go up the East Coast. You got what? Philly,
Yeah.
D.C.,
Places of commerce.
New York. Right.
Places of
Florida.
commerce.
Okay, it makes sense.
But you got all these people in the middle of America, like,
You would think it would be more Native Americans in the middle America though.
well, some people took care of that to make sure there wasn't.
Oh my God, the Trail of Tears. Understood.
So it kind of
That's not talked about enough for me. Now that's a side note. I know it's a sidebar, but to think about that
that's why.
now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
that genocide is not talked about enough for me. That is insane. Because now that we talking about numbers and percentages or whatever, because now it's like, okay, 13% of black people. Okay, cool. Middle America is all white people. But before that, there were natives there. They were the Mexicans was on this side. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's crazy. I can see why I can see why they upset. I can see why they'd be upset. Shout out to the Native American listeners. Shout out to my Mexican listeners. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Asian listeners. Actually, shout out to all the listeners. We love all y'all. We having a discussion this week.
I would rather call them natives than Native Americans, like, because somebody else named America.
Yeah, the nigga that started all this bullshit. On the 4th of July,
Oh, we acting up real hard.
shout out to the natives. Shout out to the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Cause
I celebrate Juneteenth, not really 4th of July.
shout out to Juneteenth, cause Juneteenth passed. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the Africans that came on the boats here, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just had to give a big shout out because it's the 4th of July. And we
Yeah,
acting
I
up.
see.
Let me ask you this, cousin. 4th of July. Do you call yourself an American?
Only when I have to.
not that forced smile. Why is that?
I definitely shouldn't say this if I'm gonna say it. I don't know if America want black people here.
Understood.
Like, and because like, and the reason
They brought us here. Shit.
that don't mean they want us here now.
Right.
And the reason why I say that, and the reason why I think about this a lot, because it's like, I'm dating a French woman, and she's French.
Parlez-vous français?
I don't know what you just said, but yeah, whatever. She's French.
Do you speak French?
No,
Oui.
clearly,
No.
no.
Okay.
But she could always go
Parlez-vous
home.
coucher avec moi?
Stop.
No. Okay.
Stop.
Okay. I'm done.
Don't say that to me, at least.
I'm done.
Go say it to somebody else.
Well, hey, when you get back with your girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to walk up to her.
Okay.
You gonna look her dead in her eyes.
Okay.
And you gonna say, "Tu es putain." That's all you say.
That's all I say.
That's all you say.
Okay.
Tu es putain.
Okay.
But go ahead.
She could always go home to France, right?
Yeah.
People who claim all these nationalities. Where does a black person in America go to be at home?
Nigga, they house.
No, because they don't want us in our houses.
I get what you said. Without me trolling, I get what you said.
They house.
Nigga, go home.
Go home.
Right, go home, Roger. I get what you're saying, but do you think a lot of white people can do that as well?
What?
Go home.
America is their home.
No, it's not.
Do they have more of a chance of going home than we do? I'm Irish. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. Do you know where you from in Africa?
No, but I'm pretty sure once I get there, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he from over that way."
Exactly. You still
Yeah.
not accepted.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I've heard different experiences from my friends that have traveled to Africa.
I'd be interested.
I've heard no bad experiences about going to Africa. Besides the fact that when you in the wrong spots, trouble could happen.
Right.
That's anywhere though.
Right.
Like, you
right,
can go
right.
to the hood right here and be in
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
But
You're gonna go places you ain't supposed to be.
yeah, right. But for the most part, it's welcoming. I haven't heard any bad stories.
I need to
about
go. Where should I go in
Africa.
Africa? Drop it in the comments.
Drop it
y'all.
in the comments right now, especially if you on Instagram. Drop where Oscar should go to Africa in the continent of Africa. What country should he go to?
Right, and then also,
then put a city as well, because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
if you've been to Africa, drop in the comments. Like, I want to know, like, do people in Africa look at us as Americans?
Yeah, I
Or
can tell you
like-
that.
Okay, well, that's what I mean. Like, where do we go where we're not looked at something not native? Like, we're native to that land.
I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I'm an American.
They don't want you though.
I don't care what they don't want. I'm an
Okay.
American. Our ancestors built this country just
They
like
did. Yeah, more so.
more so. I was about to say,
More
like, I had
so.
to stop myself. Like, just like any, no, more so. Like,
Right.
the hard labor. Let's just say the hard labor. Our ancestors probably did it.
Yeah.
The
heavy
courts,
lifting.
the logistics, the judicial system. They probably did more of that, but I'm pretty sure we had people in there as well.
Oh, we definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Definitely.
I'm not. Everybody be like, well, I vote because our ancestors fought for us to vote. Our ancestors also fought for us to be a part of this country.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be like, because I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I don't vote. I'm not a voter.
Okay.
I'm not a voter, and not
You should
because
vote.
not because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
My policies don't align with a lot of the presidential candidates. I'm not Democrat or really Republican.
Are you a socialist?
I'm looking at policies,
Okay.
especially policies that affect me and my people.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not too big on politics. I don't even know what a socialist is. To be,
So let me ask you this: would you ever run for office?
I could, and I'd be a damn good mayor. I'd be a damn good president. I'd be a damn good.
Gutted 2024.
Yeah, I'm
Let
saying.
me
I'm
stop.
saying.
I took it way back.
Mostly 20. No, wait.
Guy Langston.
Guy Holmes,
2024.
2024.
What office you running for president? 2024. You're not old enough for president yet.
I ain't know. It's an age limit.
I think you have to be at least 35 to run for president.
Oh yeah, I ain't know enough.
Run for governor or
Governor, mayor.
or like you should probably start on a council or something.
On the board,
Like
build my way up.
yeah.
I would. I'd be good at it because I feel like. Let me go back to my point. So I feel I am an American. It's on my birth certificate. It's anything that I do. I'm an American. So I'm gonna fight to be. I'm gonna enjoy this holiday as well. American independence. I'm gonna enjoy it, even though we didn't get to enjoy it back in the day. I'm gonna enjoy it for my people. I'm gonna enjoy Juneteenth for my people. I enjoy at Cinco de Mayo. I'm enjoying it for my people. Like I don't like.
I showed you that one flyer though for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. With Martin Luther King on the front. Is that the one?
No, the one with like it had fried chicken.
Oh yeah. Because they was trying
watermelon.
to flip the joke.
Yeah.
We was talking about black people was talking about what's your Hispanic name for Cinco de Mayo. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was wild.
Was
But anyways,
I'm sorry.
I whatever American culture, I think all of it is American culture. If it's a part of America,
Yeah.
so I celebrate it. I celebrate everybody.
I mean, all that about affirmative.
But I am gonna go for myself, my people, a little bit harder because
Right. Sorry,
they go for their people hard.
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm not like
Just like
oblivious to that.
way left field. Do you think America and people focus too much on pleasure and not enough on peace? Just think about all these like holidays and stuff we get in all this.
Yeah, everything that we do is a form of certain type of stimulation.
Is that good or bad?
Depends on how you use it or abuse it. Wait a minute, I'm gonna play that clip.
You gonna play the
I
clip?
got the clip.
You got the clip?
I got the clip in the chamber.
Yeah, we done with affirmative action. I don't know if y'all got that. We're done.
Yeah, we talking. We having
Oh,
we having
do you think they ever had affirmative action in kink clubs?
everybody get fucked.
Kink affirmative
You
action.
get some head. You get some head. You get some head.
Well, wouldn't that be crazy? It's like if it's like.
Anyways, so
Look,
listen,
maybe we
listen,
should-
listen,
we should
listen,
go
to,
there.
listen,
Okay,
listen to this
okay.
clip. Listen to this clip.
Pleasure, pleasure. So what happens is the
I
brain.
want it.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. So what happens is the brain starts to seek pleasure rather than peace. And when men or women, when they meet someone peaceful, they label it as boring. And they're always seeking somebody who gives them some form of pleasure or dopamine. And the best person that gives you dopamine is a toxic attachment. What happens with a toxic attachment is you get preoccupied with that person. You're thinking about them, where are they, why haven't they called, blah, blah, blah. And that toxic attachment, they mislabel that as love. And it's just preoccupation. So they forget to look for peace. They consider somebody where it's boring, simple, monotonous. Every day is pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. So
Go ahead, take us away.
Where are we going?
Nigga, how you feel about it? What do you mean where we going? You heard it. Hey, take it away.
I love me some pleasure. You know, I go to like play parties and stuff, and you know, I love some pleasure. I'm non-denominational, all that. But
This nigga.
no, like I definitely see that because sometimes when I'm sitting down and I'm at home and I'm chilling, I'm like, I'm bored, and I'm like, am I really bored? Or am I just like seeking a dopamine hit, or I'm seeking some type of stimulation? But I will say my best relationships with women have been ones that are peaceful. I keep them around.
Yeah.
Like the ones that be like stirring stuff up and it's always something. I'm like, oh, I like close off from them. It's always something. It's just like, yo,
Yeah.
like chill out.
Yeah.
Why we always gotta be talking? Why we always gotta be doing something? It's just like
Yeah.
sometimes I just want to come home from a long, hard day at work and sit down and just be with my person or one of my people.
Boo, nigga, you suck. No, I'm just playing. I'm with that 100%, Cuddy. I'm with that 100%. I feel I'm not putting this on myself.
Okay.
Fuck y'all. I would say a lot of people do seek pleasure. That's the first thing they seek. They seek what excitement can I benefit from this personal relationship? You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the reason why a lot of people can't find that person that they so seek out to look for in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I can, from my experience, I will bring it back to me. From my experience, I would say I'm a dopamine seeker for sure.
Me too.
But okay, nigga, no, not me, not your way. I like to go to clubs. I like to go out. I like to be in the atmosphere of something that, you know, like as much social anxiety that I have, I like to be out and about and doing something because that's like a dopamine hit for me. You know what I'm saying? And if I dated somebody that wasn't like that, I would consider them boring. I would be like, why don't you never do nothing? But it's like this person is just really at peace. You know? Like Zuri's mom, for instance. She could sit at home all day and have the best time of her life. I'd be like, nigga, like I'm a dope fiend in the house. Like,
You be scratching, you be going through withdrawal.
you wanna go out? You wanna go out today? Let's go out. Let's go outside. Pack up the baby. I get the bottle. We're going outside. Like that's me. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard, you know what I'm saying, this video, I'm like, damn, that is crazy. Because when I do focus on sitting down and just being, It is peace, and it does have a different feeling from being out. You know what I'm saying? And I think people now off myself. I think people try to find pleasures in many other different ways. Like my pleasure is going out. Like I
Right.
said, going out. Some people have sexual pleasures.
I don't know why you gotta do all that, but okay.
Yeah, I had to. And then some people have like I had a conversation with with my homegirls last night. Shout out to M. Shout out to Yessie. We're not going there, but we're not going that deep. But we talking about like cheating in relationships or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and I said some people get a high off cheating. That's why people say like cheaters.
Oh yeah.
What they say, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Uh-huh.
And I said I don't believe that because some people cheat and learn their mistakes from their mistakes, but some people also cheat not even out of the sexual desire
Just
for
the
it.
thrill of
The
cheating.
thrill of doing something that you're not supposed to be doing
Yeah.
is giving them that
high.
that high. Like I ain't
Yeah.
supposed to be here, but I'm about to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah.
that's another part of chasing a pleasure. You know.
Right.
But yeah, I think a majority of people chase pleasures, and it could just be this could go outside of relationships with life. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur and run businesses, but they're chasing the pleasure of doing something that they want to do instead of doing the things that they need to do. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was saying that right. But yeah, don't look like that, nigga.
Are
Go ahead.
people who do drugs? They seeking pleasure.
Yeah,
Sit down and be in peace.
yeah, the dope fiends. Yeah,
Alcoholics.
yeah.
I used to be an alcoholic, boy. I used to-
Functioning dope fiends, functioning alcoholics, all of it. I know a functioning alcoholic.
I used to be one.
I'm talking about big drink, be drunk
All
by
the time.
by midday, and then get up and go to work, or be drunk all night and then get up and go to work like the next morning like nothing happened.
I've done that.
I believe it.
Like it was I had a boss. He looked at me one time. She was like, you come in here, your eyes be bloodshot red and everything, but you still here on time and do your job, so I don't bother you. I was like, well, at least you know. But yeah, seeking pleasure, man, it's crazy.
What about the peace?
The peace part, I think. So I know there's been.
So do you think people push away those type of people who aren't as like about like scatterbrain or like trying to do something or be everywhere or do something like do you think those people can find peace or do they like push it away because it's
They're running from something.
the peaceful people or the
No, the people in pleasure
Okay.
that are constantly seeking pleasure.
right?
Because to be able to sit down with your thoughts and be okay and be comfortable with that, that's a different type of calmness and stillness within a person. And that person is not running from something or are using pleasure to fill some type of void.
Right.
I think sometimes when you're using pleasure, you're trying to fill a void. But when you're peaceful, you don't really have any voids. Or if you do have a void in your life, you've accepted.
What
Here's
it is.
yeah, here's a void, or here's something in my life that I'm not necessarily. Here's something in my life I want to change, but I'm happy with my life as a whole,
Right.
with all the pieces of it.
Right.
And when you sit down in silence and you got to sit there with your own thoughts,
Man, I've been there, and it's drove me crazy to sit in a hotel room for 2 weeks and just like you know what I'm saying, like
that's the whole thing.
it'll drive you crazy just to be sitting down with your thoughts. And I think, well, I don't think, but I'm off that. But yeah, do you think peaceful people seek pleasure as well?
I think yes, but not as like a coping mechanism, and it's not something that always has to be. It's something that, hey, you know what? I've sat down, I've taken care of everything I've needed. I've done self-care. I've recharged my batteries, however it is I need to recharge my batteries.
Right.
Let me go out and get this pleasure, because being around people can either be, some people recharge that way,
Right.
get energy from being around people. But I think it's different when you're seeking pleasure, or you're like you're looking for a hit. Cause like when I think about seeking pleasure, I think about like getting that high, like, oh, I got to do something because I need to be high. Versus I'm being around people because it energizes me.
Right. Okay.
So however
It's
you
the key word, seeking.
right.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, no, I think everybody likes to have fun. You know, in the words of Richard Pryor, coming's a lot of fun.
You quoted that nigga 30 times since we've been doing this, and it's been that exact quote. I'm gonna need your freaky ass to get another Richard Pryor quote
Why?
because I want better for you. I want better for you, Cuddy. Speaking of better for you, hold on. I got a clip.
Yeah,
I'm about to
clip.
play this clip. Hold on.
That was fascinating. It goes back to making the statistic the other day that was fascinating. It goes back to making sure that you're with other people who have been red pilled as much as you humanly can. And the reason why is there's a study across 58,000 hours in 11 companies where if you sit within 25 feet of a top performer, your performance increases by 15%. Wow. You are no smarter, you work no harder, you are no better, and you're 15% better. So if you make $100,000 a year, you're making $115,000. Now, here's the downside. If you sit within 25 feet of a poor performer, your performance suffers by 30%. Wow. Actually really, really matters what you listen to, what company you work for. If you are sitting right now at a company with a bunch of people that you think are not grinding and growing, not only are you upset and you don't like what you're doing and you're not making enough money, but you're actually worse than you could be. And if you're in a company with a bunch of performers, you are better than you actually could be. I read the statistic the other day that was fascinating.
How you feel about that, Cuddy?
It's crazy. The most interesting part is not the 15% better when you're around people who are better than you. It's the 30% worse when you're around people who are like, that's crazy. Like,
expound.
Why is it crazy? Or
like, how do you feel about it? Like,
it's crazy.
Like, what's your thoughts on?
It makes me want to go through my phone right now and delete a hella phone numbers.
Let me tell you.
What?
Nigga, I have the scissors of life right now. I have the jaws of life, and I'm doing some cutting. And I would even say that, okay, since me and you've been hanging out a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we grew up together. It's my blood cousin. But since we've been adults and we've been hanging out a lot more, I can see. Am I hungry? I can see the change in me hanging around you versus others. I'll just say others.
Yeah. I think when you're around people who are high achievers, it's just, I don't know what it is about it that I got to do better. It makes me feel like I got to do better.
It if you have that in you. Some niggas don't got that. Some niggas want to be around achievers and not do nothing.
Right, but I think what this quote was saying is like,
and that's that 30%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why the quote's like, you don't work any harder, you don't change it. Just the environment, like, it just brings out the best in you. Where it's funny how being around people who aren't achieving brings out so much worse.
Yeah, because they don't have anything to offer to what you have going on. Like, if I'm building something myself and I'm hanging around other people that are building something for themselves, it's easy to feed off of each other and or spend money. You know, like, let's just say, like, nigga, you got a coffee shop, I got a clothing brand. If you high achieving in what you doing and you going and I'm high achieving in what I'm doing, you'll be able to spend money on my brand. I'll be able to spend money on your coffee. I'll be able to, bro, I just learned this from over here. You should implement this into your business or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So there's a give and take in that relationship. If somebody's not producing and they just on their ass and I'm building and I run idea by you, you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the 30%, you the non-achiever nigga, whatever. It's going to be hard for you to contribute money, ideas, energy, which is very important. That's one of the things that's not tangible, but it's needed. You know, It's gonna be hard for you to.
And might offer up doubt versus
And that's what I was just about to go. I was about to say because somebody who's not achieved, it's gonna be hard to be excited for somebody who is.
right.
So subconsciously, they might try to shoot things down because they're like, "Oh, that's not gonna work." Because in their mind, it's already programmed that's not gonna work for them.
Right.
So they are saying like, "Oh, it's not gonna work.
It won't work for anybody.
It won't work for anybody. I can't do it."
Right.
You know, so it bleeds into the relationship, and so I understand. I completely understand and agree with what she's saying. Like, you hang around bums, nigga, you gonna be a bum. Like, if we just put it in layman's terms, you hang around bums, nigga, you gonna be a bum. If you hang around people that's successful, you're more than likely to be successful.
Right.
Like, cause it matters, bro. Like I said, just hanging around you versus others recently in the past was it almost a year,
About a year.
consistently almost a year.
Yeah.
I can see my views are changing, how I approach things are changing, the people that I want to be around me are changing, like my ideas are changing, flourishing. I am more like, okay, and even something as simple as like, damn, nigga, my cousin really believed that I can do that, so I need to do that. Because all it takes is one person to really like believe in a nigga. And it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I can do, all you need is one. You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of them things where it's just like, bro, you get around the right people, nigga, you'll level
You
up.
gonna blow up.
You're going to blow like for surely. Like it's,
And that's also keeping the right people around you. Like getting around the right people and making sure the right people are around you.
yeah,
I think it's like
let's go hand in hand for sure.
yeah, because sometimes you just gotta cut people off.
And that's why I said I got the jaws of life right now because I'm making, I'm making sure shit. Everybody can't have access to your boy no more. I used to be one of them people that wanted to be there for everybody because that's just the type of nigga I am.
Yo, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, nope, because I was running myself thin, and for people who didn't appreciate it, then for people to turn around and do some shady shit behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, tell other people they made me. What Jay-Z say?
A lot of shit.
What he say? You say they made Jay-Z make another one or something like that? Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to see you niggas try. Anyways.
Well, let's not preach at him
I'm
too much
dissing.
today.
I'm dissing. I'm dissing niggas. That wasn't no preach. That was what's it called? A sub tweet. A sub pod.
A sub pod.
A sub pod, nigga. I'm dissing niggas.
So you subtweeting people on the podcast.
And I'm dissing niggas.
Well,
I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want to get messy, but I'm dissing niggas. Anybody say they created me, built me, you know what I'm saying, did it, had anything to do with what I got going on, they a motherfucking lie. Unless your name Oscar, you sit next to me.
I was about to troll you real hard on that one.
Unless your name Oscar, you sit next to me. You know what I'm saying? I've had people that I worked with and stuff like that, but you've contributed the most out of anything. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. What was that? What was that last time?
That was it. We
That
done.
was it? We
I'm
done?
about to go hit a barbecue or In and Out again. I don't know which one.
My mom said she cooked for me because do you know? Sorry, Mom. So I asked my mom what she was cooking for the fourth.
Uh-huh.
This nigga gonna turn around and say, I'm making some pasta. I said, woman, I'm not coming to your house if you making no damn pasta. I want some barbecue. I want to sit at the corner of the table
we should go to
with
Fixin'.
with the plate on my knees and eat like this.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm making pasta. I said, well, look here, ma'am.
Does she not like?
She's like, I don't eat meat. I said, that's a you problem. What about us? What about the family?
What about us?
What about us? So she was like, I'm gonna make you some vegan ribs, and then I was like, okay, as long as the barbecue sauce on there, my mom can cook, so I'm not worried about how it's gonna taste.
It's gonna taste good.
It's gonna taste good. I just want that barbecue. I said, we get the beans, the potato salad,
The baked beans.
Yeah, I'm saying, no, is it the baked beans?
Baked beans. The honey, the bush, not Bush's baked beans, but the
Oh
baked
yeah,
beans.
okay, yeah.
Baked beans
Yeah.
with the
My
ham
God,
hock. in it.
Maybe not the ham. I hope she'll put the
got-
ham. She know they'll eat pork.
Well, she don't eat meat, so yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't worried about the ham, but yes, for those who are Yeah, that. So I low key like forced her into making it. So I gotta go over there and I'll be at the crib, so we'll be close to the fireworks. We can see the fireworks from the crib, and
Is
Zuri gonna be there. And
Zuri's first fireworks?
Zuri's first fireworks.
You know she ain't gonna remember it, right?
It don't matter.
Okay.
We got pictures to prove. So we live in that digital age now.
Look, Zuri, I love you. I ain't been to visit you yet. Don't do that.
Everybody has come to see Zuri. What's that meme where Diddy looking at the dude looking at Diddy? They're like, so yeah, I'm going to mom's house and we about to have a good time. You know, the family gonna
I'm
be
just
there.
gonna Photoshop a picture of me with Zuri. So
Nigga, no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna report it as
you gonna
spam.
report it as
I'm
spam?
gonna report it as spam.
I was at your baby shower.
Fair enough.
Took pictures.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
And you did the was it the maternity shoot?
Yeah, maternity shoot.
Yeah. So fair enough, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, granted. Yeah. All right, nigga.
I've been waiting for when we gonna do her first photo shoot.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just not into like me.
So this is how dumb he is. I'm just gonna put that out there.
But I do photography for free. I'm a professional photographer. I'm his cousin. And he ain't got to pay for it. And he don't want to do it. Go ahead and say it.
Exactly. All of that.
Say it. Go ahead and say it.
Everything he just said.
Go ahead and
Everything
say
he
it.
just said. But, and here's the thing. It's not even that I'm professional and I'll shoot him his Zuri for free or whatever. It's more so don't miss the memories. Right?
Oh, I got that. 2 phones full. But I get it. I get it. But I am gonna start her Instagram because I do want her to be like a baby ambassador. Okay. So I'm gonna wait till she's 4-5 months.
And
then we're gonna do the Instagram thing. Cause she's a star. She's a star already.
Yeah.
She's a star.
Already.
Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you this picture that Ariel sent me yesterday. It blew my mind because I'm like, there's no way she has this much personality as an infant.
She's been hanging out with you. What you expect?
It's crazy. Like, right. Look at that. That shit is crazy. Then I don't know if you saw the one that I posted on the Instagram recently. Like, why are you posing for the camera? Like, you don't even know what this thing is in my hand. Why are you posing for it?
Cause she extra like you.
She extra like her dad?
Yeah.
You might be right. You might be onto something.
Might be?
Yes. I said might be. You might be onto something.
I'm sorry, Zuri's mom.
Like look, she posing for the camera, smiling, like even.
I mean,
posing, smiling on his phone.
She just taking the energy that you serve.
Smiling, posing on his phone.
That's the energy you serving.
She look like her mama, and she gonna act like me.
Oh,
that's crazy. Yeah. Oh man, I am in a world of hell already.
Yeah,
I'm in trouble.
Yes, lots of trouble.
I'm in fucking trouble.
Lots of trouble.
Oh my God. Oh, pray for me. Somebody pray for me. Somebody pray for me. So what you doing after this?
I'm chilling.
I know what that means. Let's wrap this up. Let's get to where we need to be. Shout out to everybody celebrating today.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July to the people who celebrate. Happy 4th to the people who not celebrating.
Happy day off from work.
Day off from
Happy
work
bank holiday.
Right, for the people who don't celebrate it. Big shout out to everybody. Our Mexican listeners, our Asian listeners, whether you Chinese,
Japan,
Japanese,
Indian.
or Indian at this point in time. I think Russians are Indian too, right? Russians are Asian. That's the continent of Asia, right? Russians.
We went to
That's
American
crazy.
school systems. Geography did not do well for us.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to all our listeners, black, white, blue, yellow, green, red, in between. We don't care because we love y'all all the same. You
Y'all should watch Star Trek.
Yeah, because they don't, they got all type of people. What? But yeah, shout out to y'all. We love y'all again. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tap into the TikTok, tap into the Instagram, hit the website for Shelly. You know what I'm talking about? www.yougadigital.com. It's your boy Long Live Motion, and I'm here my cousin
Oscar.
and we are out of this thing because I'm about to go get some food.
Yep.
Food. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm about to go eat too.
I'm about to go
I might go to Fixins.
Fixins.
That sounded real good
Shout out to Fixins.
We haven't been to Fixins in a while.
You haven't been to Fixins in a while.
He's like, that sounds like a you problem.
Speak for yourself, bucko. I took Zuri to Fixins. She's going to experience everything that I experienced.
I hope not everything.
No. Bye. Bye. Bye.